interview. Congratulations! If you're watching this video, it means you've been selected for an interview. That's an accomplishment in itself. Now your goal is to show your employer why you are the right person for the job. We'd like to share a few simple tips that can help you walk into your interview feeling prepared and confident. Most people feel nervous before an interview, and that's completely normal. The good news is that confidence comes from preparation. The more prepared you are, the more relaxed you'll feel. Remember, first impressions matter, and it's often the small details that leave a lasting impression. Before your interview, be sure to confirm the basics. Make sure you have confirmed the date, time, and location of your interview. Make sure you know where you're going and who to ask for when you arrive. Plan to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. If something unexpected happens and you're running late, call the employer as soon as possible. Good communication shows professionalism. After confirming, make sure you remember that first impressions do matter. The interview begins before anyone asks the first question. Greet everyone you meet with a smile and make eye contact. Be courteous to the receptionist and everyone else you encounter. They may share their impressions with the hiring manager. And don't forget to silence your phone before walking into the building. It's important to decide what you are going to wear to the interview. Choose an outfit that is clean, neat, and appropriate for the role. A good rule of thumb is to dress one step above what employees typically wear on the job. When in doubt, it's better to be slightly overdressed than underdressed. But remember, keep it simple and professional. Now it's time to prepare for what you will say in your interview. Take some time and review the company so that you understand what they do and what they value. Take some time to review the job description and think how your experiences match what they are looking for. Prepare 2 to 3 examples from your own work experience that demonstrate your skills. Employers are usually more interested in hearing real stories than general statements. As you think about your experiences and your stories that you'd like to convey to the interviewer, one helpful way to answer these questions is to use the CARL method. CARL is an acronym to help you organize your thoughts. You will start by explaining the context or the situation, then describe the action you personally took, then the results of your action, and finally, explain what you have learned. This structure helps you give complete answers while keeping them organized and easy to follow. Let's look at an example. Imagine you were asked to talk about a time where you had to work with a customer that was not happy. How did you handle this situation? First, talk about the context. A customer was upset about a delayed order. What was the action you took? I contacted the supplier, kept the customer informed, and offered alternatives. And the result? The customer stayed with the company and thanked me for the communication. And finally, what you learned. Clear communication builds trust, even when problems occur. The CARL method kept that answer organized and on target, easy to follow, and It was specific. Whenever possible, use real examples from your own experience. Focus on what you did rather than what your team did. Keep your answers clear and concise. Remember, interviewers are trying to understand how you think, solve problems, and contribute to a team. However, we do want to mention some common mistakes. There are a few mistakes that can hurt an otherwise strong interview. Avoid speaking negatively about previous employers or coworkers, even if your experience wasn't positive. Try not to give one-word answers like yes or no, and make sure you listen carefully to each question before you answer. It's perfectly okay to take a moment to gather your thoughts. As the interview comes to a close, most interviews you will be asked if you have any questions. Always have 2 or 3 prepared. You might ask, what does success look like in this role? Or, what does a typical day look like? Another great question, what are the next steps in the hiring process? Asking thoughtful questions shows you are genuinely interested in the position. As the interview comes to an end, make sure that you thank the interviewer for the time to meet with you. Let them know you are interested in the opportunity and ask about next steps. A strong closing leaves a positive final impression. As we conclude this video, we would like to give you some final encouragement. Remember, no one expects a perfect interview. Employers are looking for someone who is prepared, professional, and genuine. Be yourself, let your personality come through, and trust the experience you worked hard to build. We wish you the very best in your interview. Thank you for watching. We hope these tips help you feel prepared and confident. If you have any questions, please reach out to your recruiter. And again, best wishes in your interview.